I'm the editor for this group.
Hi, my name is Vaitheswary Chandran and I'm going to explain to you guys about time dilation.
Hi, I am Thiruchelvan and I am the script writer for this group.
Do you wish you can nearly stop time itself, such as with the help of a time machine? Or maybe you want to slow down the aging process, keeping you young looking, or granting the status of an immortal? You might be thinking that this might not be possible without a time machine or having vampire-like qualities, but I'm here to say otherwise, that slowing down time for a specific observer such as you is completely possible. Surprising? The downside is just you gotta spend sometimes near somewhere with 100% more of Earth's gravity or traveling near the speed of light. Although the capabilities and facilities to approach near these peaks are still not available, which is very sad, but it is proven that time can differ to each observer depending on their relative motion and also position on the gravitational field. This phenomenon, which sounds straight out of some science fiction, is called time dilation. Dilation means expansion, and the expansion of time occurs due to some reasons and is in proximal relation to Einstein's theory of relativity. It starts with one of the Einstein's profound thought experiments that as he was boarding a tramcar, while on the moving tram, he observed a clock tower moving away from him. It crossed his mind that if the tram were to travel at 299 km per hour, the hands on the clock tower would appear to be frozen to him. But back there at the tower, the hands will be moving at the same pace, while for him, they will appear to be at halt. This was really provoking and interesting, as time seemed to be different for a moving observer relative to the stationary one. Einstein coined the name time dilation for this effect. With the speed of light, c as a constant, it was shown to be that time will appear to have slowed down to the observer who is moving at a certain speed in respect to another observer who is stationary. Now I'll show you the formula of this time dilation. Are you still confused? Let's do another thought experiment. Imagine you have a twin named Lucy. One day, you have the chance to travel to space in a highly sophisticated space rocket that is engineered to travel at 95% of speed, which is light speed. So you bid farewell to Lucy and take off into a very long and tiring journey towards a star which is far away, like say the star of Tau Ceti, which is 12 light years away from Earth. After some time, you return back to Earth. You are surprised to see an old person rushing towards you to welcome your much-awaited arrival. It is indeed Lucy, but wait, she looks 24 years older. But then, when you recall the journey, which is only took 13 months for you, wait, what is actually happening? As I explained earlier, you are traveling in a rocket that is capable of reaching speeds that is near the speed of light, thus subjecting you under the effects of relativity. Time is relative. When you are moving, time is going slower in a frame of reference to Lucy, who remains stationary on Earth. So while only 13 months passed for you, Lucy has to go through 24 long years on Earth. So finally, Lucy would have aged 24 years while you will be only 1 year and 1 month old. This is called the twin paradox proposed by Albert Einstein. To see it in a much easier way, picture a huge cloth or sheet suspended in 4 corners. Now, imagine laying a bowling ball in the middle of the fabric. The fabric curves towards the ball in the middle. The sheet represents the space-time continuum and the bowling ball represents a body with a huge mass like a planet. This proves that huge masses of bodies possess great gravitational forces, thus bending the space-time fabric around them. Therefore, time runs slower to the observer at a higher gravity point than the one at the lower gravitational point because gravity bends towards the space-time. When talking about time dilation caused by gravity, we can never forget Christopher Nolan's 2014 epic brain twister, which is Interstellar. In the movie, Cooper and his crew reach Miller's planet, which is a planet that is situated very close to a black hole. As a result, The gravitational force felt on that planet is at a dangerously high and punishing value of 130% of that in the Earth. Let's recall back the scene in where they land on Miller's planet. A tick is heard for every 1.25 seconds. This is integrated to resemble the fact that at such a high gravity for each 1.25 seconds spent on that planet, a whole day passes by on Earth. In another perspective, an hour on Miller's planet is equivalent to 7 years on Earth. This is why Cooper tells his daughter that at the time they reach Earth, he might even be the same age as her. Miller's planet is very dense in gravity that it wraps space-time so much so that time runs slower at about 1.447 times 10 to the power of negative 5 of that which is Earth. This serves as a great example of how gravity can affect time. Time dilates when you are near to a body with greater mass. So, before I can conclude, I'll leave you with the fact that your head is slightly older than your feet by a matter of nanoseconds.